In Tzu Chi's history, sign language was first combined with Buddhist sutras in the creation of a musical adaptation of the 37 practices to Enlightenment. 15 years ago, musician Guo Mengyong turned Master Cheng Yen's lectures on the 37 practices to Enlightenment into a 24-minute song. Since then, its musical adaptation has been performed at various Tzu Chi events. In our Tzu Chi's 50th anniversary special report today, we take a look at how this musical adaptation has touched the hearts of countless people.
麻烦你唱的时候稍微有一点点力度啊，你看吧哈。好。要力度哈。
众生无边，是缘度。
上人又讲说。
The Master said, by asking you to write Buddhist sutra songs, I hope to remind you of the initial aspiration you had more than 20 years ago.
好，然后再一次了，再一次哦，那个能不能把那个更好的拿进来了？再一次了哈。
The song The Four Great Vows, which describes the vows of cultivators, is musician Guo Mengyong's work from 2015. Having created more than 300 Tzu Chi songs, he received the Master's guidance on every one of them, especially the 37 practices to enlightenment.
37道品的时候，就说上人就说，现在是要开始写经典了。
Back then, the Master said that it was time to create works about Buddhist sutras.
So I finished reading the 37 practices to enlightenment and tried to find excerpts of Master Cheng Yen's explanations of the sutra.
讲义里头的这些所写的法语。
Then Guo modified his work for 11 times before it was finalized.
反正那革命要10次的，你第11次就成功，就是一样的道理。
The revolution failed for 10 times before it succeeded, so she was strengthening my patience and perseverance. I hope that after this training, I will develop a unique perspective on religious art.
The 37 practices to enlightenment points out cultivation principles for Buddhist practitioners. 15 years ago, Guo recomposed the music, which was played along with sign language performance, presenting a new version of an ancient Indian Buddhist musical.
演绎其实在唐代已经出现了，唐代的。
Sutra adaptations actually appeared in the Tang Dynasty. People presented Buddhist sutra text in a way that everyone could understand, like a musical. It is an artistic way of spreading the Dharma.
音乐剧这样，它可能就是一个从艺术弘法的一个切入。
Dharma can be passed on in an artistic form. Even now, the musical adaptation of the 37 practices to enlightenment can still be seen at Tzu Chi events.
The Master said that we should not just worship the Bodhisattvas. Instead, we should learn from their spirit. We should put our love into action, create no evil, cultivate all good, and purify the mind. These are the teachings of the Buddha.
Among the audience, Sun Shuliang, who's deaf, can also take the Dharma teachings to heart.
因为修养好的话，就不
With a proper attitude, we can help others and walk on the correct path.
正道行走。
With the invitation of volunteers, Sun joined Tzu Chi. Then he thought about the meaning behind combat and switched to practicing martial technique sequences. His eagerness to win turned into training for perseverance.
这个对打，好像会那个。
In combat, we hurt our opponents, so I gave up on combat and worked on martial technique sequences with a calmer
放
mind.
弃，改为平视，比较平心静气。
Martial technique sequences are harder than combat because your moves need to be beautiful. Not only do you need to work on speed and strength, your moves must be beautiful.
With a different mindset, he has chosen a different and more challenging path. The sutras are a path, a road that leads us back to our hearts. While composers work to bring Buddhist sutras to the public, on-stage volunteers also present musical adaptations of the sutras. Buddhist music has paved a path for all Buddhist practitioners to continue cultivating and learning.